Hey, welcome everybody. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Here we are with a little inside pitch. My league draft is on Saturday, and then the league probably starts about a month later. So I'm starting to warm up a little bit. There's a couple of new rules. I don't know if I'll ever get to them, but I use some hacks, some basic hacks, just to keep the game moving along, and you'll probably pick up on that. So this game is going to be between the April 24th, 1985. I'm replaying the Mets of 85. And it's a lineup for the Mets is Backman at the second base, Wilson in center field, Hernandez at first base. Probably won the Gold Glove 10 years in a row. Strawberry, the right fielder. Danny Heap, the left fielder. Howard Johnson at third base. Clint Turtle, the catcher. The kid is resting. Rafael Santana, the shortstop, and Dwight Gooden, the pitcher. So the Doc is on the mound at St. Louis at Busch Stadium. 1985. It's Coleman in center field, Lonnie Smith in left, and Tommy Earl at second base. Jack Clark, the first baseman, Andy Van Slyke in right field. Terry Pendleton, the third baseman. Mike Lavalier, the catcher. Ozzie Smith, the shortstop, and Joaquin Andujar, the pitcher. So let's do this. Let's get started. I'm going to roll some dice. Making a little bit of space here. Got some things going on. Gonna roll 2d6 and then of course a d20, like most other games. Let's slide this over a little bit so you can see some of the dice rolling. Let's check and see that that's in view. Yep. I want to get a little bit more dice in view and a little bit less of the score sheet, because I think the score sheet can be irrelevant at times. Alright, let's do this. Let's throw some dice, and we're going to start with the pitcher, reading off the pitcher card. A very strong basic design, extremely strong. It's a 5 and a 5, and that is going to be an error on a throw. Let's see if there is a throw. So we're going to read off the batter's card. He swings, and that's a 2 and a 5, a starline 5, which will be a bouncer to short. Picked up by Ozzie Smith, and he throws out Backman. That's one away. Alright, you got the scoreboard, so you see exactly what you need. You got the cards on the left. So you can see at the bottom, you can see the ERA, the innings pitched, the wins, losses, and then of course the batting average and so on. So that's very helpful. Here's Mookie Wilson. He's a switch hitter. That's lefty against Andujar, and that's a 6 and a 4. And against if he's batting righty, it's a potential K. Otherwise, it's a blank, which basically means we just roll off Wilson's card. And that's a 5 and a 5, and that's a fly ball, center field. Right there is Coleman. And that's 2 down. Here comes Keith Hernandez. Probably one of the core 4 of the Mets. Hernandez, Strawberry, Carter, and Gooden. And Andujar winds and deals with again a 5-5. And against a righty, that would be a K. Against a lefty, we're going to roll on the lefty's card. Hernandez swings, and he lines one right up the middle. And oh! Right at Andujar, and Andujar grabs it. Quick reflexes, and that retires the side. 3 up and 3 down. So Wilson with a fly out the center, and then a line out by. There you go. Coleman is up against Dwight Gooden. Dwight Gooden, how's he doing? He's 0-67, 27 innings pitched. He's 2 and 1. And it's going to be a 6 and a 3. That's a potential K. Struck him out. Struck him out. 1 down. Lonnie Smith. This is a 3 and a 5, and that's a range play. So we're going to throw that. What I do is I throw a green die for range. So I'm going to grab a range play. We're going to roll right off Lonnie Smith's card. It's a 5 and a 6, a single to center, and that range is going to be a diving catch by Mookie Wilson Mookie Wilson, I believe, is a 4 out there, and we rolled a 2. That green die is a 2, and he is a 4, so he makes an outstanding diving catch. And we're going to put a little star next to that for the effort. All right. So that's a quick hack. Just use the green die, and that tells you, that reminds you what it's going to be. And you just got to remember if it's off the ballpark card or off the batter card. That's not too much. Here's Tommy Hirst with a 5 and a 1. That's a potential strikeout. And oh, we're -2 in Busch Stadium. So versus a righty, that'll be a 6. We rolled a 7, so there won't be a strikeout. And that's a 3 and a 3, and that is a star line 5, which is a fly ball left field. Right there is Heat, and that retires the side at 3 up and 3 down. So 2 quick innings. I got to get used to doing both sides. I'm keeping score twice. Double score, I call it. Here's Daryl Strawberry, left-handed power hitter. He's what is he, 24 right now? 23, 24 right now? 1985. That's a 3 and a 2, and that's a blank. So we're rolling off straw. And that's a 3 and a 2, and that's bounced to short. Ozzie Smith to his left. Scoops it up over to first on target, 1 down. This is early game before I go to work. Probably going to take half the day today. Come back and roll some more dice. I got a lot of games. That's a 4 and a 6, a K, and a 6 will be a no. It won't be a strikeout because, again, the -2 at Busch Stadium. So we're rolling on Danny Heap, and that's a 5 and a 2, and that's a fly ball left field. Lonnie Smith, he grabs it and makes the catch. 2 down. Hojo, switch hitter, batting from the left side with a 4-4, and that's a potential error. And it's probably going to be an error with that 2. Let's see what happens. And it's a 2 and a 5, and a fly ball to right. The right fielder is Van Slyke. And will Van Slyke make an error? Oh, yes, he does. He does make an error. And let's see. Let's see what kind of error it is to right field. Error check, right field. Oh, it's got to be an odd. So it's only on a 1 that he drops a fly ball. That he drops. Okay, so there's no error. He makes the catch. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, on left. And here comes the Birds. Jack Clark. Jack Clark, good power. Hit 22 home runs. Pitch from good. That's a 4 and a 4, and that's at the ballpark. And that's a 4 and a 4 at the ballpark. A fly ball left field. Out there is Heat, and he puts it away. 1 down. Next up is Andy Van Slyke, left-handed hitter with a 33, and that's against a righty. It would be a K+, otherwise it's a blank. And a 4 and a 3 is a line drive base hit right field. Wilson comes over to field it, so Van Slyke is on at first. 2 attempts. Did we just roll that? I believe we did, right? Oh no, I don't think we did. Okay, doesn't get it. So a single for Van Slyke. That's the first hit of the game. Here's Terry Pendleton, switch hitter, batting from the left side. That's a 6 and a 4, and that'll be a strikeout. Fastball, high fastball gets Terry Pendleton. 2 out. And Mike Lavalier, left-handed hitter, with a 5 and a 2. That's a wild, but it's 20, so that's to be too high. We're going to roll again on Gooden's card, and it's a 4 and a 5, and that's at the ballpark. And Busch Stadium, it's a 3 and a 6, and that's bounced to short. Santana on target to Hernandez, and that ends the inning. Go to the top of the 3rd. All right, Clint Turtle leading off for the Mets. He only had 82 at-bats that season, batted 195. That's a 5 and a 3. It's against a righty. It's a K, but he's a lefty, so we're rolling on Hurdle's card. And a 3 and a 2 is a fly ball left field. Over is Lonnie Smith. He settles under it and makes the catch. Here comes Rafael Santana. Santana, right-handed hitter, 2-5. And that's a righty double star line. We'll use that 5 right there. We just go here. It's bounced up the middle, and Ozzie Smith gets there, throws on the run, and just gets Santana, who can fly down the line by half a step, 2 down. And here's Doc. Probably a strikeout, we'll see. 4 and a 5, and that's at the ballpark. And that's a 4 and a 5, and that's bounced to short. Again, Ozzie Smith to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Mets. We're at the bottom of the third. No score here at Busch Stadium. 1985. Where were you in 1985? All right, Ozzie Smith is up. He's a switch hitter. Bats lefty against Doc. And that's a 2 and a 6, and that's a tired single. So it's going to go over to Ozzie Smith. Not tired yet. 6 and a 1, and that is a drive in the gap. Will they get it? No. That drops in there, cut off quickly by the right fielder Strawberry, and they get it in to hold Ozzie Smith to a single. We're going to bunt now. He is a 3 bunter, so we need a low D20, and we do. I don't think that'll do it. I don't think that'll do it. And then here it is, good. And we needed he's a 3. We needed a 12, so the 13 will be a foul ball. All right. So now they know he's bunting and they're playing in. So we're going to subtract 1 more, so he's a 2 now. And that's a 9, not a 2. And that's going to be a good bunt. It's going to be who to 1? It's the pitcher. So a sack, 1-4. Runner to second. So the Cards have a runner in scoring position. Ozzie Smith single, and that was a sack. Wally Backman. I'm sorry, Vince Coleman. And that's a Snake Eyes. The Snake Eyes is going to be a blank. It's a 3 and a 4, and that is going to be a hard hit ground ball past the diving Hernandez at first base. This may score Ozzie Smith, who's at least a 4. So it's a single to pass the third baseman to go from second to home. 4 or less. And I believe that that Backman is Ozzie Smith is a 4. Let's double check. And he is a 4, so he will come around to score. 1-0. Cardinals. All right, Coleman's on. He'll try to steal. I can use that 8, and nope, he does not get the steal attempt. Oh wait, it's a 14 attempt, so he does. So he's going to go, and Gooden has nothing, and I don't know what does our catcher have? Hurdle. Does he have anything on his card? He has a +1, so that's a stolen base because it's a 16 + 1, 17. So Coleman steals second. Throw down from Hurdle, and not in time. All right, Lonnie Smith is up. Lonnie Smith, right-handed hitter. And he lined out to center field, and it was a great catch by Mookie Wilson in the first inning. Here's a pitch from Gooden. That's a 5 and a 3, and against a lefty, that'll be a walk. Against a righty, it's a blank. So we're going to roll off Lonnie Smith's card, a 5 and a 4, and that's a star line 2, which would be a fly ball center field. 2 outs. No advance. And next batter is Tommy Hirst, switch hitter, batting lefty. It's a 1 and a 3. That's a potential walk, and 18 will be too high. So we're rolling off Tommy Hirst. He swings, and it's going to be a pop-up to the pitcher, but it's the shortstop coming over. and he makes the catch. That pop-up to the pitcher happens way too often in this game. 1 run comes in on 2 hits, and the Cardinals lead it here at Busch Stadium 1-0. I believe we're playing on AstroTurf in 1985, so fewer errors. Here's Wally Backman leading off against Andujar with a 4 and a 5. That's at the ballpark. We look at Busch Stadium with a 4 and a 1, and that's a drive in the gap. And will Coleman reach it? No, that drops in, and it looks like Backman's going to try for 2. Here's a throw to second, the tag by Smith, and he is safe with a double, leadoff double for Wally Backman. Next is Mookie Wilson. Mookie Wilson's batting at .237. Here's a pitch from Andujar. It's a 6 and a 5, and that's against a righty as a strikeout. But he's a batting lefty switch hitter, so we're going to roll off Mookie Wilson. That's a 6 and a 3. That's a fly ball left field. Over near the line is Lonnie Smith, and he makes the catch. 1 down. One nothing St. Louis. The Mets have a runner at second base with 1 out. Here's Keith Hernandez. Left-handed hitter. That's a 2 and a 1. That's a strikeout and a 6. Against a righty, it'll be a -2. It'll be a 5. So no strikeout. We roll on Keith Hernandez card, and that is 1-4, and that is a hard-hit ground ball to the left side, and that's through. Let's see. Will Backman score? Backman's pretty speedy. If I remember correctly, he's at least a 4. So he is a 4. And pass it home. He needs to be no, he needs. Let me see. Okay, he needs to be at least a 3. I had a brain fart there. I don't play this every day. So he will come around to score. Single by and the game is tied. So Keith Hernandez drives home Wally Backman. Here's Daryl Strawberry, pitcher Andujar. 66. That means a lot. That means something in a lot of games, but not in this one. Strawberry 2 and a 5, and that is a question mark. So that's a drive, and that's gonna drop in there for a double to center field to score. Let's see what he needs to score here. He is a 3, and I don't know about the center fielder. What kind of arm does Coleman have? So he's a 3, and Coleman has a -1, so that makes him a 2. But a double to center field to come home, a double to center is going to be a +1. So he's a 3. So we're going to roll. So let's roll 3 dice and look at the red one. That's a 6. So now you got to roll against his arm, -1 arm. Do I have that here? Oh, I don't think I have that chart, that additional chart. I think this is the old version. Well, let's see if I have that over here. And otherwise, I'm just going to throw him out of play. Oh, wait. Is this it? I think I have the new one here. Hold on a second. Roll against the arm. I don't have that here either. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, a -1. All runners hold. On a 5 or 6, runners hold. On a 1 to 4, on a 1 to 4, it looks like he's out. So let's do that. Oh, I had that already. It was a 1, so he's out at the plate. He tries to score on a double, and they throw him out at the plate. And it was 8. We'll do 8, 4, and a 2. And Strawberry, I believe, will advance. Alright, I got as close as I could to that situation. 2 outs now with a runner on third base. So it's heat, so let's do all that. It's going to be a double. Runner goes to third, the other runner is thrown out at home. And it's 8, 4, 2. Alright, 2 out, and it's Danny Heat coming to bat. Andujar with a 5 and a 6, and against a lefty, that's a bouncer up the middle and through into center field, and the Mets have taken the lead. RBI for Danny Heat. RBI single with 2 outs for Heat. Hard hit ground ball right under Andujar's glove and past Ozzie Smith's diving attempt. Coleman feels it, throws it in. Mets are up 2-1. And here's Hojo, Howard Johnson. Joaquin Andujar with a 2 and a 3. That's a blank. So we go to Hojo, and that's a 4 and a 6, and that's another pop-up by the mound, and it's going to be the first baseman this time, not the pitcher. And way too many of those, like I said. 1, 2, 3, 4. So four hits, 2 runs on 4 hits, and the Mets lead it. We go to the bottom of the 4th. All right, Jack Clark leading it off. Jack Clark, what did he do? He flat out to left field. Pitch from Gooden. That's a 5 and a 6. It'll be a walk, and a 1 will be a base on balls. Clark walks. On at first now. Gooden throws over, no reason. Calling card throw over there. Jack Clark's not really a base stealer. Let's double check that. Some odd years, yeah, he's not. Here's Andy Van Slyke, pitch from Gooden. It's a 1-6. That's a potential K of 14. Will not do it. Gonna roll on Van Slyke's card, a 1-6, and he drives one to center field, backing up a few steps is Wilson, and he makes the catch, throws it in quickly, and back to first goes Clark. 1 out. Pendleton now, pitch from Gooden with a 3 and a 1. That's a home run question mark. He's batting lefty, so it's a 1-3, and we got a 2. So we may have a potential. We need a 5 here, and it's going to be going to roll on Pendleton, and that's a 4 and a 3. That's bounced to second base. This could be a double play. We're going to roll, and I don't know. That's a 2 plus 1. Yep, there's no negatives from what I remember. Backman and Santana have no negatives, so that's a double play. So it was a 4-3 with second base, 4-6-3 double play. No runs, no hits, nobody left, and we move to the top of the 5th. Jerry Pendleton bounces into a Backman to Santana to Hernandez. And it's going to be Clint Turtle leading off. So 2 and a 5, and that's going to be a star lineup because he's a lefty. So we're going to get to roll off Hurdle. Hurdle with a 6 and a 1. That's hit right back to Andujar. Picks it up, feels his position, and throws him out. 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning, playing 1985. Mets at Cardinals. Pitch from Andujar is a 2 and a 4. That's a blank, so we're rolling off Santana's card, and we're looking at a 3 and a 2, and that is line base hit center field. So a single for Santana. Ropes one to center, played by Coleman, and here's Gooden, who will bunt. Gooden is a 4. We'll make him a 3 because they know he's bunting, and that's a good bunt. A 2, what will a 2 be? He was, what was he? He was a 4, so I made him a 3, and then a 2 is going to be a good bunt. And that'll be to the catcher. 2, 4. So Santana now is in scoring position. And here's the top of the order. Backman doubled and scored a run in the 4th inning. That's a 6 and a 4, and then against a righty it's a K, but he's a switch hitter, so we're going to roll off Backman. Backman swings, and he bounces one to second base. Tommy Hirst over to first, and that retires the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and we move to the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 Mets. Mets with 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. The Cardinals with 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. Wally Backman bounced down to second base to end the top of the 5th. Here's Lavalier, and that's a 2 and a 3, and that against a lefty, that'll be a star line. We'll use that 3, and it's bounced to first. Keith Hernandez, he plays it, fields it cleanly. Excellent fielding first baseman. I believe he won 10 gold gloves, 10 consecutive gold gloves, I believe. Ozzie Smith, and that's a 2 and a 1. That's a potential K, and a 12 will not be a K, so we're rolling off Smith. And that's a 4 and a 5, and that's bounced to short, charged by Santana, throws on the run and gets Smith. Joaquin Andujar now with 2 out. That's a 2 and a 5, a hit by pitch. He's a -5. There's nothing there, so it's not going to happen. We're rolling off Andujar. It's a 6 and a 2, and that is bounced up the middle. Santana gets there, throws, and gets Andujar. Andujar does not run well, so you got plenty of time. We go to the top of the 6th inning, so this game is really moving along. Here's Mookie Wilson. Remember, I do have to go to work in a little while. 6 and a 5, and that against a righty is a K, but he's batting lefty, so we're going to roll off Wilson. Wilson swings, and 4 and a 2, and he bounces one to short. Ozzie Smith, easy play, throws out Wilson. A 5 and a 4, this time it's Keith Hernandez, and that's going to be a potential walk. A 6 will be a base on balls. So Hernandez is on at first now. He'll try to steal. No. Daryl Strawberry. That's a 1 and a 2, and that's a range play. Range play off Strawberry with a 6 and a 2, and that'll be a fly ball left field, and running into the corner is Smith, and Smith comes up with it. We roll that 1, that green 1, and you know that's an automatic. So Strawberry flies out to the opposite field, and Lonnie Smith catches up to it. And we can always do a little star there for Lonnie Smith as well. And here's Danny Heap. Danny Heap with an RBI single. It's a 2 and a 4. That's a blank. Heap swings, and he drives one to right field. And on the run is Van Slyke, and will he get there? Yes. Nice play by Van Slyke. No runs, a walk, 1 left, and we move to the bottom of the 6th, 2-1 Mets. So he drove one in the gap, but Van Slyke was able to run it down. Here's Coleman leading off. Coleman is 1 for 2 with a stolen base. A 6 and a 1. That's an error on a throw. Will we have a throw? A 6 and a 1. No, it's a fly ball, center field. Wilson, 1 down. That's Lonnie Smith. That's a 5.55. That's a K plus, and ooh, but it's a 20, and it's not going to be a strikeout. Wow. So Smith swings, and he flies one out to right field, and Strawberry backing up a few steps. 2 down. Tommy Hirst now. Hirst is 0 for 2, fly out and pop up. It's a 3 and a 4, and that's against a lefty. He's batting lefty. That's a K and a 1. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for the Doc. Joaquin has 30. He can go 30. And Gooden can go 30 as well. Both can go 30. Endurance doesn't have a really strong effect in this game. Whereas if you play something like Fall Classic, it has a major effect, so you better get him out of there fast. Howard Johnson. So he struck out there. Now it's Howard Johnson leading off. Johnson, what has he done today? He's flied out and popped up. Pitch from Andujar. It's a 2 and a 4. That's a blank. We're rolling off Johnson. He swings, and it's a 4 and a 5, and it's a 2. Now it's bounced to third. Picked up by Pendleton. Pendleton on target to Clark. 1 away. Clint Turtle. A 1 and a 4, and that's a blank. So we're rolling off Hurdle. That's a 4 and a 5, and that's popped up left side. Pendleton calling it. 2 down. So Hurdle pops up, and here comes Rafael Santana. Santana's 1 for 2. Pitch from Andujar, a 6 and a 3, and that's a blank. So Santana swings a 6 and a 4 and bounces one right back to Andujar. Underhand flip to first. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch. Get over to the concession. Get your last brewski. The concessions will be closing, and I will be heading off to work very soon. Jack Clark, Van Slyke, and Terry Pendleton. Doc Gooden pitching well. He's allowed so far 3 hits in this game and 1 walk. Has struck out 3. And that's a 3 and a 5, and that's a range play. And that may drop in. It's a 5 and a 6, a line drive to short. And Santana may get that. I think Santana's a 4, actually. No, he's a 3. That's by him for a base hit. So a line drive single past the diving Santana. Does not reach it. And Clark is on with a single. Van Slyke is next. He's going to swing away. It's a 2 and a 5, and that's a hit by pitch, -5. Hit by pitch is a 3, so that's not. So we're rolling off Van Slyke's card. And it's a 4 and a 5, and that's going to be a star line 4, which is ground ball to short, maybe a double play. Ooh, I don't think it is. No, 2, 3, 4, it is not. So it's going to be a 6-4 fielder's choice. And Van Slyke is on at first. Too high, that roll is too high. Here's Gooden to Pendleton with a 6 and a 4. That's a potential K, and strike 3. Get some looking, so let's do that. There you go. Do the backwards K. And here's Mike LaValliere with a runner on first. Pitch from Gooden. It's a snake eyes. It's a blank. We go to LaValliere, a 4 and a 5. He swings and pounds one into the ground. That goes right back to Gooden. And he throws them out. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And we move to the top of the 8th inning. So both pitchers are pitching extremely well today. We had a 2-1 ball game. Here's Dwight Gooden leading off the top of the 8th inning for the Mets. It's a 3-4, and that's going to be a wild, so he's rolling again. It's a 6 and a 1 against a righty as a blank, so we're rolling on Gooden's card. He swings, and it's a 5 and a 4, and bounces one right back to Andujar. 1 down. The lineup turns over, and it's Wally Backman. Backman today's 1 for 3 with a double. It'll be a 5 and a 1, a potential K, and a 6 will be a strikeout. Andujar strikes out Backman. 2 out. Here's Mookie Wilson with a 5 and a 2 range play. And that's going to be a base hit, 3-1, and it drops in there to left field. And will it be a single or a double? I don't know. Let's find out. It's going to be a double. Wilson legs it out. Here's the throw to second, not in time. So it's a 2-out double for Mookie Wilson. And here comes Keith Hernandez, and they're not going to walk him because on deck is Daryl Strawberry. And you definitely don't want to do that. So we're going to pitch to, is he tired yet? 27, 28, 29, not yet. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. That's a 5 and a 5. That's an error on a throw. It's not going to be an error because it's a 17 I rolled, so that's a 5 and a 4. That's a no throw anyway. Fly ball in the gap. Lonnie Smith and Coleman, and it's Smith. Comes up with it. A little white at the end of the glove there. A little snow cone. But he holds on to it, and that retires the side. So no runs, one hit there. The hustle double by Wilson. And Hernandez tries to drive it the opposite field. But Lonnie Smith catches up to it. All right, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here for Andujar. Ozzie Smith's leading off. Here is Dwight Gooden with the pitch. It's a 1 and a 5. That's a double question mark. And it's a 16. He is batting lefty, left-handed batter. That's a star line. We'll use the 5, which is a fly ball left field. Heap is there. 1 down. And we're going to get a pinch hitter now for Andujar. It's a must. So I made the scoreboard nice and large for you, and the cards as well. You can look at the bottom of the cards and see the stats for the players. All right, we're going to bring in Willie Mcgee to pinch hit. Mcgee can do it all. These cards are a little sticky. I bought these a couple of years ago. Never used them, but they're definitely original cards because you can see the perforation around the edges. Willie Mcgee steps in there. He's a switch hitter. He bats lefty against the dock. So write him in. Some pitch, and that is going to be a 3 and a 4, and that against he's batting lefty. That'll be a potential K. And nope, not a strikeout. So we're rolling off Mcgee. Puts it in play. So 1 and a 6, and that is a drive to right. And against a right-handed pitcher, no, it's going to be caught. Nice running catch by Strawberry. F9. Yeah, that's not because he only goes up to 4 against a right-handed hitter, or a right-handed pitcher. And when he rolled whatever it was, a 9 or something. All right, so that's 2 outs, and here comes Coleman. Coleman's 1 for 3, single and a stolen base. So 1-3, it's a walk, and a 5 is ball 4. So a dangerous character on base, and we're gonna try to get the jump, and we do not get the jump. So a walk to Coleman with 2 outs. Here is Lonnie Smith. Pitch from Gooden. Is Gooden tired yet? Let's see. He's gone. Nope. 6 and a 5. That's a K plus, and a 13 will be strike 3. So Gooden blows a fastball by Smith to end the inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, 1 left, and we move to the top of the 9th inning. Gooden seems to be getting more effective as the game progresses. At this point, he retired 9 in a row, gave up a single, and now he retired 5 in a row, a walk. So he's hanging in there. We gotta go to the bullpen now and grab somebody. Somebody hasn't been used very much. We're gonna grab Lati Da, or Lady, or whatever. No, Lati. It can't be Lady. It's gotta be Lati. All right, Jeff Lady, or Lottie. All right, it's Jeff Lottie coming in. And who's due up for the Mets? It's going to be Daryl Strawberry. Pitch from Lottie. It's a 4 and a 2, and that's a potential K, and a 12 will not do it. Again, it's a -2 at Busch Stadium. So Strawberry puts it in play, and it's 6 and a 4, and that's a fly ball deep center field. Back goes Coleman, back on the track, and hauls it in for out number 1. So Strawberry gave it a ride, but did not carry. Danny Heat now with a 2 and a 4, and that is a potential K with a 5, and it will not be. So Danny Heat puts it in play. And he flies one out. Again, shallow center. Coleman racing in, and he's there for the out. 2 away. 2-1 Mets. We're in the top of the 9th, 2 outs. Mets with 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. The Cardinals with 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. Howard Johnson. Johnson steps it, bats from the left side. It's a 6 and a 1. That's a double question mark, and that's a 16. He's batting lefty and just misses the out. So we're rolling on Hojo, and it's a 1 and a 3, and that is line base hit right field. Rips one to right center field, played by Van Slyke. And Johnson's going to try to steal, get a jump, and his attempt is a 2, so he won't manage it. And here's Clint Turtle with a 6-6, meaningful in some games, not in this one. It's an error on a throw. Let's see if there is a throw, but 17 will not be an error anyway. 2-4. And that's a 1, which is a grounded to second. There's no way that Tommy Hirst is that high. No, he isn't. So it's going to be a 4-6 fielder's choice, and that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. That was a Hojo single, and then it was a 4. I made it into fielder's choice. All right, Tommy Hirst leading off against Doc Gooden. Doc Gooden trying to complete this game. He's 1 away from being tired. Tommy Hirst. 1-4, and that's a potential K. And when I roll an 8, it will not be a K. So Tommy Hirst puts it in play with a 5 and a 3, and that's a bouncer to third. Nice scoop by Johnson. Fires and in time. 1 down. So Gooden is 2 outs away from another victory. He is on the season. He's 2-1. So let's see. He can hold off the Cardinals. Jack Clark, and on deck is Andy Van Slyke. Here's the pitch from Gooden. That's a 6 and a 3. That's a K, and a 14 will not be a strikeout. So Jack Clark puts it in play, and that's a 3 and a 2, and that is hard hit ground ball past the diving Hojo at third for a base hit single, and Jack Clark keeps the Cardinals' hopes alive. He's on at first. And I'm thinking we bring out a pinch runner for this guy. Let's see. We got DeJesus. So DeJesus is going to run. I don't know what kind of numbers he has. Hard to manage these cards. There he is. Oh, he's got a 5 attempt. He's going to attempt to get it. And no, it's a potential pickoff. Potential pickoff. Ooh, it's a 1-9. A balk or a pickoff. We're going to roll, and no, nothing. Gets back in time. Yikes. So he's a 4 base runner, though, so he'll have a chance. Put an X on top. Pinch runner at first base, Andy Van Slyke. Gonna try hit and run. Haven't tried that in this game. It's a 5-1. Ooh, that's a strikeout. And a hit and run chart. All line outs. Okay, strikeouts are straight up. So Van Slyke, not going to be a strikeout. So then we're rolling on Van Slyke, and it's going to be a 5 and a 3. It's a fly ball to right. DeJesus was at second base. He's going to come back. Strawberry squeeze it for the out. 2 out, and now it's up to Terry Pendleton, a switch hitter. Excellent third baseman, by the way. He's rated a 5. So Doc, who is now fatigued, checks in with Clint Turtle for the sign. Shakes him off. Now likes what he sees, and he deals. And that's a 1 and a 6. That's a potential K. A strikeout will not happen. Pendleton puts it in play, and that's going to be a 3 and a 2, and that's bounced to short. Santana flips to Backman, and the ball game is over. So Dwight Gooden gets the victory. He improves his record to 3-1. He goes 9, allows 5 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run. How many walks? 1, 2 walks. Struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's no runs, 1 hit there, and it was 2-7-0 for the Mets, and it was 1-5-0. I will write this up, so put it somewhere, and that's the game. So the Mets win this one. I'll input that into our stat keeper, and hope you enjoyed the presentation. Remember to join the Universal Baseball Association Facebook group. It's a group for guys that don't like Facebook groups. And this is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Remember, like and subscribe to my channel for other videos of other games. I have a bunch of different things going on, and I'm headed off to work. I will see you guys very soon. Take care.